Hello and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. I have absolutely no idea what episode this is because I've just recorded a one before this and I didn't know what that one was either. So yeah, it's about 16, something like that. No, might be 50. I don't know. Right, we're in July. Because we're in July, that means our onions are at the top price. We cut this grass. All the lime's gone because the first growth stage has come through, but it needs nitrogen on it, so we need to do that. Our sheep have had baby sheep. It might show you better. It shows you better in the other one, doesn't it? In there. So there's another 20 lambs. What I think we'll start doing is they take an age to get a puberty, by the way, 8 months. There'll be a point where we can just sell 20 at a time, I think. We'll still have our adult ones. We'll maybe even double. So we'll wait until these become adults. They'll start producing, and then we'll just start selling them off. I think that might be the best way of doing it. Also, we now have a crop that is ready to harvest, a crop of barley. So we will be doing that in this in-game month. I'm not going to go over, but I know the oat crop that's over there, that won't be ready yet, because that was planted really late. And I also know that the grass, our grass field that's over there, that will be ready to do. So at some point this month, probably the second half of the month, we'll need to do the grass work. But the first thing we need to do is get rid of these onions. Like I said, the price is good, so we want to be doing that now. I think last time as well, I was quite surprised about how much money we got, wasn't I? We got more than what I expected for them. I'll drop that because I don't think this trailer didn't react well, did it, when we had that weight on it? So we'll pull this trailer out. You'll see, money-wise... there's something else I need to show you as well. Money-wise, we're up to just under 6,500. The contract was pretty much 7 grand. What we also did, we got hit for the loan fee. We got a new place to stay until ours is ready. So basically, on the map, let's have a look at the map. On the map, you'll see our home's there. That's like it's a motel or something, but there's that tiny little bit there which isn't actually a field. It's just, that's within the car park of the hotel. Tell you what, let's just go there. So yeah, this is the tiny bit that you buy. So I've placed a map there to show us that we're stopping in the motel. You're not seeing us tab through here. Yeah, just because without a sleep trigger, I can't just nip through into the next day, can I? Which I nearly killed a lamb. Which I know isn't a massive issue, but I would rather have somewhere to call home. Nah, we're gonna have a new home. We are gonna have a new home. Not in the immediate future, but I think I know where it's gonna be. Unless, oh my god, this is so frustrating trying to do this. Unless we end up coming into a massive amount of money. Just having a coffin fit there. Hopefully, the muted mic blocked it out. Yeah, unless we come into a massive amount of money, we're gonna have to buy somewhere smaller, aren't we? And we're not gonna come into a massive amount of money, by the way. There is no hope of that whatsoever. We'll not put the forks through the, you know what I could do? I could push that back a bit. And that would make life a little bit easier. This, is it a farm? Can we call it a farm? I suppose we could, can we? I've called it a small holding quite a few times, haven't we? I think that fits more, but I don't know. This area here, seeing it just pushing around, that's awful. I need something else. I need like one of the small front loaders or something like that. We need to have a look in the used machinery as well. We don't do that enough. But I don't think, other than the I know I'm going off from what we were talking about, but other than the Ford that was in there hasn't been anything, has there? Everything's been like mega expensive or just completely what we don't need. So it hasn't helped us out at all, really, in this series. Take the Ford out, that obviously. We can't be doing with this front loader on here, though. It's so annoying. Like, what on earth were we talking about beforehand? I feel like I was talking about, in fact I know I was talking about something because I said about going off from what we were talking about. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. She walks straight through us, don't you worry about that. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I will get these other three lifted on here and then we'll come back once we're ready to sell. Which, it won't be long. I mean, those have went on pretty quickly anyway, so 2 secs. Load and complete. 4,900 litres of onions. I can't remember how many we had last time. I don't know if it was more or less. No idea. That looks good, doesn't it? I might even do that. Should we do that today? In this video? I don't see why not. We might as well. I've took out a contract, which again I'll probably do. Well, I'll do the majority of it off camera anyway. It's a fertilising one. Back on that field that we've sowed. 3,500, 3,600. Not bad. Not bad. So that takes us over 10 grand. Do you know what? I know exactly what is 10 grand. There's a chicken coop that we want. That is exactly 10 grand. Now I don't know if we should be spending all that money just yet, because there might be other things we need to buy. Do I do that now? I mean, we've got food. We wouldn't be able to buy the chickens. No, we're not going to do that. It's pointless. We have no money for the chickens. Right, let's just park that there for now. Let's jump into my seat. Now this does fit. I don't know if I don't know if you... No, in fact, we weren't recording, were we, when I brought this back? We'd finished. This does fit through here, but it just fits through. There we go. Could do with some fueling, couldn't it? Not that it's going to use much coming around here, like. I have absolutely no idea how much is going to be on here, because I know it's a really small field. I don't think there was anything to unfold. There we go. I can't imagine we'll get much for that straw, but it's something, isn't it? Right, this bit was an absolute pain to do because of the trees. I wonder if it, there, it's probably easy going in first person, isn't it? And this one, we will just sweep right round because there wasn't a corner on it. Get back up into that. And what I might just do is go back around again, and then that should give us enough room in that in the top where the trees are to work. Yep, don't. I thought I was going to drive straight through that crop there. Saying that, it's not going to have that corner on it, is it? I thought I'd have just been able to go straight round, but it was more of a corner than what I thought it was. Rather than a turn. Are we going to even fill this combine here? We are, aren't we? But only just. Saying that, I might be doing a disservice to it. Is that going to get round? Yeah, it is. That must be a stump there. Yep, a pretty big one as well. I mean, we've been on. I seen earlier on in the stats menu. This is our second year. But we're into our second year. I was going to say this is the first crop, like this is our first crop that we've done, but I think we're just into our second year, aren't we? So we planted in the first year, and then this is the result of it. Because did we start, have we only just come into the second year? Did we start in July? So this is like start of year 2. Because if it was the second year, it would seem like we should have been further ahead, shouldn't it? But if year 2 was literally just started, then I don't think we're doing too badly, really. I can't even remember when we got this bit of land. This was our first bit of land, wasn't it? I can't even remember how many months in we were. Do you know what? When I was saying about filling the combine, it's not gonna, is it? This is crazy. Considering we were on hard economy, and look how much we're gonna have to sell, like potentially sell. Even though we're not gonna, we probably won't sell it because it'll be going to chickens. That is brutally low. I mean, God, we don't even have to... We don't even... Oh, I forgot about that. We don't even have to empty it, do we? We can just leave it in the combine. I'll just empty it when I get the trailer out. The next time I get the trailer out, we'll do that. Which isn't going to be this episode because I've got nothing else to go in it. Oh, well that's our first... That is our first harvest done. 4,361 litres. Not even a full combine. So let's have a look. Let's have a look, see what the price of barley is. Eventually. Price of barley at its best. Oh my god. 3,070. 3,000 I wish. $370. That is horrendous. That is absolutely horrendous. It's to the point. That is to the point there where. Are we better off using that land for something else? We need access to bigger bits of land, don't we? That's what we need. Because I mean, putting the money and time, bearing in mind we have seasons on, or seasonal growth, into that, and only getting what would be about $1,300 back, something like that, from selling it. That is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right, what to do? We've sold the onions, we've harvested that. Brutally harvested that. What I think I might do is go and I might go and do that contract now. Get the money back for that, and then see about getting our chickens possibly. There's also that wheat field we could do. Means I'd have to empty the trail. Like, I think I'm going to do that. Fertilize that field number 10, and then we will. I'll do it off camera. We'll come back and see what we're going to do. It'll be the afternoon by then. Okay, so there was a slight change in plan, and when I mean slight, I mean like about 2 hours worth of change in plan. So the contract that we did was the fertilising contract that I said I'll do off camera. The reason that fell down, we'll still make money off of that, that's not an issue, but the reason why that fell down is because I didn't have enough liquid fertiliser to finish the contract. In fact, I only got about a third of the way through, and I had to buy another IBC, a fertiliser. And when you think we were doing that contract in order to try to get enough money to get the chicken started, we've got $6,000. Now we haven't accepted the contract yet, but sorry, not accepted. We haven't completed it. But also, that wouldn't have given us enough money to do what we need to do. So I had to go and do another one, and we did the small. I think I showed it. I'm actually into another real life day now, but I think I showed the contract. It was only like $2,000 worth, and whatever's left in there, I think there was 1,900 litres left in there of barley. That's what we've got left. So I might need to move that. Let's wait. Let's look at the contract. Where is the harvesting? The harvesting one's disappeared. I should have a contract on there for $2,000. Where on earth is that gone? They've literally robbed us of £2 grand. Right, that's the that's the fertilising contract. So 4,719. Let's complete that. Why? I don't understand. So that takes us to 10,800. But we did that fertilising contract, not the fertilising, this harvesting contract, so that we could get the extra couple of grand to give us the money to get the chickens. There's the result of it. There's 1,900 litres worth. That is the field that we did. I don't think there's any point in running up there. In fact, let's see how it is on there. So it shows as cultivated, but that's because... Why is it showing as cultivated? It should show as harvested. There's been... For whatever reason, there's been a glitch. That should be purple. Because I've only just... Basically what I did is, I finished that. I've drove the combine down, parked it there, and then I've drove this up to here. Here, it's milling. Put the crops in, and then drove back down. On the way back down, I did come out of the game, saved it, come out, because I needed to see how much time we'd already recorded on this video. And now I've come back in, and we've lost out on £2 grand basically. It was like 2,000. It was under $2,100. So brilliant. I think that'll knock us getting chickens on the head in this episode. I can't see, because we won't be able to afford to get them. That's the issue. So we can afford to get the pen or the coop. We can't afford to get the actual chickens, which is a shame. Let's see how much wool we've got. Maybe if we can go and sell some wool. That won't let us pick it up again. I wonder why that's changed. So that was letting us pick up before, wasn't it? But for some reason we can't pick them up now. I don't know what to say. Like, that's just completely changed what we would have been doing at the end of this video. What could we do? What we could do, because it won't take very long, and I don't think we were. I don't think the video was that long. It just means we'll have to get the chickens in the next one. I tell you what, while we're on, I'm going to accept one of these, and it's going to be that one because it's close by. So it's oats. It's going to take some time, but I'll do it off camera. It's this field here. It's right next to us. I'll tell you what, let's not try driving up there. Just gonna... No, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say it's gonna change, isn't it, from grass to straw, but then we'll have the same the other way around, won't we? When we come to do the grass field again and it's full of straw. So that's not a bother. Turn. Best off on this view when we're round here. I mean, look at that. Yeah, we need to empty it. Let's empty it over here. In fact, let's just empty it over here, seeing as we've messed it up a bit. And we might as well start up here. I don't even know how much we're going to get for straw bales. It's not going to be much though. But it's something, isn't it? And we will sell them because we're not doing cows. And I doubt, given the limitations on this series, I doubt we will, to be honest. Even though we were doing a survival let's play on No Man's Land, it was just easy because you were basically given a blank canvas, weren't you? And land is relatively cheap on No Man's Land. And a blank canvas. So, yeah, I think it was easier to do cows on No Man's Land than what it would be on here. And plus, I don't think, unless I've missed them, unless you have to buy a specific farm or something like that, I don't think there's any built-in animals on it. Like I said, I don't know that, but just from what I've seen so far, I haven't seen any. Stump's not going to let us go any further. But then again, on some maps, it became quite common on 19, didn't it, where you don't actually see what's available until you buy the plots of land. I mean, we're getting next to nothing off here, are we? Are we going to be lucky to end up with 4? That shouldn't be surprising though, given the amount of crop we got off here. Just get that up to 100. A hard right, was that going to bring us round? No. We've got this little bit and then 2 more. I don't think it's going to be enough to, in fact it's not going to be enough to get us another one, but like I said, that doesn't overly bother us because it just means when we do the grass field, whatever's left in here will turn to grass, which we'll get once we bale it into silage. We will get a lot more money for it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that around there. I'll just tidy these last couple of bits up. If I can get straight here, that is, without knocking that over. Yeah, just. And let's just drive parallel to that stump and get what we can there. Right, so there's 2,800 litres worth ready for next time. So we only actually got 3 straw bales. I'll get them moved over to the farm. I'll bring the case down and get them moved over. I'll do that off camera. And like I said, off camera I am going to do that larger field just to make up for us missing out on the money we would have got for that contract where it's glitched. But for now, we're going to leave it there. I feel like we've got through absolutely loads today, but then there's still loads to do in the back half of July before we move into August, when one of our other fields is going to be ready. So it'll have to be chickens on the next video, I think. That's when we'll have the money for it. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.
PlayStation